Hi guys, today we're taking a deep dive into the Abstract ecosystem. Even though they had a slightly rougher launch a couple days ago, they're still positioning themselves to become the premier gaming and NFT chain of the upcoming bull market. Let's jump in. First things first, if you still have not claimed your PENGU airdrop from simply being a Solana user or many other qualification criteria, there is still 15% of total supply that is unclaimed. You have until February 4th latest to actually get these claims before PENGU is burned. Of course, Pengu and Pudgy Penguins and Lil Pudgies are unofficial mascot of the Abstract chain. So betting on the ecosystem is in a way you can do it by simply holding some of these assets. And if you want to see some specific breakpoints, for example, holding 88,888 Pengu is for Pengu tier 1, and then adding one extra 8 for Pengu tiers 2 and 3 is basically a way to potentially qualify for borderline guaranteed abstract airdrops in the future. And if you want to see that in the numerical terms, so about 88k Pengu is going to cost you about $1,250, and of course adding one extra decimal number for each setting. Now, the reason why Pengu and Pudgy Penguins are actually doing this bad on the charts is primarily because, first of all, the airdrop was okay, airdrop happened, and of course, as soon as it was announced in early December, the token price of the NFT went parabolic. It went all the way to 32 ETH just one day before the token actually dropped, and then it tanked considerably. I remember it went down 50% from 32 ETH to 16. Absolutely crazy. So NFT wars are real, and you have to be really, really careful with this one. So then again, Abstract was delayed launch, supposed to be January 15th. It ended up being January 27th. And after that, there was some hype. And then after a rough launch, because the blockchain was even stagnating, people didn't receive their funds. It was really, really bad. So, of course, it is reflected in the valuation of their flagship NFT. Now, one thing that I will note is that we did mention about early December or something like that, that Abstract was actually one of the best gaming chains, but the best NFT in top 5 that still didn't have a token was actually Azuki. So we mentioned that potentially, if you have a couple ETH spare, you should bet on this play being Azuki dropping a token eventually. And of course, exactly the same thing happened. It went 2-3x, and now after the anime token dropped, of course, the NFT floor is just going down only. So yeah, this is something that you can play, and if we find similar opportunities in the future, we will make sure to let you know again. Of course, if you want to make sure that you're on top of your crypto game, the easiest way to do so is by being around people who are living and breathing crypto. This Discord has helped me secure so many airdrops over the last 2 years, and we have a specific NFT airdrops channel. If that's something that interests you, make sure to check the subscriptions page, and here you will find all information regarding monthly, yearly memberships, as well as an airdrop tracking application that will help you keep organized. And finally, if you want to diversify your passive income streams, we have a NFT that is generating you 10% passive income hands-free, and this is courtesy of our NFT and DeFi legend, Chris. He's been generating this for over a year now, and we have a partnership for over half a year now with a free Telegram group where you can join to get all your questions answered and get started on your journey. All right, so what are we going to do on Abstract? Normally, I would just go to DeFi Llama and figure out what are the projects that are building there. However, their user interface is not really up to date, as it's only showing a couple dApps and only about 8 million in total value locked, which might not be a wrong metric, but it's definitely not one that we can use. So, two people that have found on X to be the best content creators for everything regarding to Abstract is Loshmi on-chain and the guy called Cigar. They are one of the best contributors to the blockchain. Now, if you want to see the exact ecosystem roadmap, you can see it here in visual terms, but he has also put all the links to all the projects on X. So this is very, very useful, very straightforward. Of course, you will see some AI agent plays, some marketplaces, prediction markets, but it is very, very nicely categorized. But for us and our examples, we're only going to be looking at the best ones, of course, because there might still be rugs. It's a very new ecosystem. So first rule of crypto, you want to stay safe. So how to get started with Abstract? First things first, you always go to their official X account, which is at Abstract Chain, and make sure to follow them and join their Discord. Then we will go to their official website, which is abs.xyz, and once there, you need to actually make an account abstracted smart wallet, basically either from your email or from your Web3 wallet. If you're a Web3 native, you will of course use a Web3 wallet, but maybe if you've never used crypto before, you've just heard about Abstract somewhere, then you will probably use a Gmail. This is amazing because this is one of the best ways to onboard billions of people into crypto without having to worry about seed phrases and everything else. So first things first, we're going to go with our wallet, and we're actually going to log in with our Web3 wallet, but this is not actually going to be your 0x EVM address. You're only going to be using your Web3 wallet to create a smart wallet on Abstract. That is a very, very important distinction, because a lot of people thought that they received funds on their Web3 wallet, but in fact it was going to this Abstract Global Wallet, which we're going to learn about now. So what makes Abstract Global Wallet so unique? It is basically a smart wallet, which means that it has several smart contract interactions integrated in its interface, which makes the user experience so much better. Example are session keys. For example, we are so used with our classic EVM 0x wallets to approve manually every transaction, but with session keys, you can simply approve a session for a couple hours, and then all of your interactions are basically transaction free because it is all automatic. They also have account recovery options, which is, of course, not ideal from a self-custodial standpoint, because that means that somewhere your keys are stored centrally, which is not great. But of course, if you want to onboard billions of people into crypto, which are used to having support settle all of their disputes and issues, I bet that at least 10, maybe even 20% of people are going to find this account recovery option very, very useful. And of course, earning and tracking rewards in one place, that's nothing special. So now that you understand that your account and your account abstracted wallet is actually not the same thing, now we can actually add network to our wallet, just follow all of these steps, and the rest is very, very straightforward. Now we also have to bridge these funds to our existing smart contract wallet, and you will find the link here in the profile tab. You need to copy paste, and this address can only receive funds on the Abstract network. Okay, sure, understand. And then you need to actually choose the wallet that is going to receive these funds. So we will manually put this here. So this is the one that is going to receive. This is the way to actually fund your smart contract wallet. It is not going to automatically populate when you use the jumper as you usually would. Alternatively, you can also fund your wallet from a centralized exchange or from Coinbase or MoonPay. Of course, this gives a little higher fees, but it is also an option maybe if you just want to go from some centralized exchange such as Binance, OKX, etc., using ZkSync one-time deposit address. Alternatively, you can also use the Abstract official bridge, but this is only going from Ethereum to Abstract, and considering the team probably doesn't really care how you fund the wallet as long as it's funded, because when you go to the bridge option, it automatically ports you to Jumper. So probably they don't care, but for your own sake, using Gwei, sub 5 Gwei, this is incredible. This is super cheap. If you want to make sure that your wallet is kind of anti-Sybil, so Sybil proofing your wallet using some cheap Ethereum transactions, organic transactions is always recommended. All right, now we have our funds on Abstract. What are we going to do with them? First of all, we want to see in the rewards tab what are actually the badges and experience we're going to be generating for a future Abstract airdrop. First thing you're going to do is going to connect your X account, and it is also recommended to connect your Discord for extra boost. Now, you have something called Flash badges, which are here for every day and they change, and this is basically a way to show commitment to the Abstract ecosystem that you're actually a daily active user. But most importantly, you're going to have many other badges to generate, and we're going to talk about specific ones near the end of the video. But for now, the only thing that you need to understand is every interaction on Abstract chain is going to give you some experience. Whether you're simply trading directly on the platform or using some other integrated dApp such as Jumper Exchange or many others, it's all going to contribute to your future Abstract airdrop. Of course, you also have the stream functionality. If you ever wanted to maybe launch a live stream or something, the Abstract chain is trying to incentivize streamers to maybe move away from Twitch or other streaming platforms and start streaming directly here. You will also find some interesting streams as well. At the moment, it is only stream to earn experience, but maybe in the future they also add something like watch to earn to maybe even compete with the likes of XCAD and many other platforms launching similar things. So if you want to test out some Abstract dApps, you can find them all in the Discover tab. Here you will see some familiar faces such as Moonshot, Magic Eden, and many others. But in our case, for our badge, specifically for today, of course it will be another one by the time you're watching this video, it is the Multiplier. And this is basically a betting platform where you can coin flip and hope for the best. Basically, you choose a token that you want to bet on, you select the multiplier, and then you send your ship to capture this multiplier. In most cases, it's not going to work, but in this demo case, of course, it always works. Essentially, it's a coin flip, but doing it just once is already enough. And the minimum bet was, last time I checked, 0.02, 0.025. All right, but you can even bet more, but this is basically a one-time fee. Maybe you get lucky, maybe not, but this is the way to get the abstract badge for today. The other DApp I want to integrate is with Duper. This is basically a TFT on chain. If you ever played something like that, you will see that this is very, very straightforward, and you can simply play the tutorial to see how it's actually working in practice. But it is, if you've played any kind of strategy game, this is a 30-minute game time session, and it looks really, really fun. Now, regarding some other abstract badges you can generate, you can also find these like the Sock Master, Super Duper, or this hilarious one, Mr. Beans, and many others. But for example, if you have signed up for Abstract Waitlist before the mainnet went live, which we've covered in our videos before, you will also get this You're So Early badge, and this will all probably be an airdrop multiplier in the future, hopefully slightly better than what scroll marks and those nonsense used to be in the past. So yeah, best way to stay up to date with this is to simply go to their Discord and follow up with the community, stay active, and just figure out who to follow on the crypto Twitter. Now, alternatively, if you want to also do some Galxe tasks, make sure that you follow Abstract on Galxe. They have some basic straightforward interactions such as exploring Abstract chain. Here you will see some very straightforward following Abstract and reposting classic Galxe stuff. And finally, maybe the one that I'm mostly excited about is the fact that we were going to have an AI season on Abstract, because which blockchain does not adopt AI agents, of course? We have AI Abstract season coming soon, and they're working closely with main projects such as Arc, Virtuals, Hollow World, Monsters, many, many others. And this is probably going to be very bullish for the blockchain, assuming that AI is not dead and that we still have the biggest AI bull market ahead of us. So to wrap up, Abstract is branding itself as the consumer chain looking to onboard the next generation into crypto through gaming and NFTs primarily. If this is something that you're bullish about, make sure to keep a close eye, because we certainly will, and keep bringing you future development. Now, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe with bell notifications on. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below. And if you want to make the most out of this upcoming and current bull market, we are waiting for you in our Discord. Till next time, thanks for watching and have an amazing day.